It's so perplexing to listen to these people who get paid on TV, ESPN, Fox Sports, who get paid to watch these games, and yet they still don't really understand how good the Chiefs' defense is. And my question is, obviously, we've seen through this playoffs this whole year that we've been able to win games when our offense hasn't been looking the best. And most recently, the game against Baltimore. Second half of that game, it was punt, pretty much every drive. 3 plays, 4 yards, 3 plays, 7 yards, punt. And my question is, JD, if the defense, for whatever reason, I don't think it's going to happen, or it's the best defense in the league, if the defense, for whatever reason, is having an off game in their standards against this high-powered San Francisco team, probably the best assortment of skill players on an offense in the league with Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, CMC, even Eli Mitchell, Jawan Jennings. They have a lot of guys on that squad. Kyle Juszczyk, too. But do you see a world that the Chiefs can win this game if the offense is asked to do more? And that hasn't happened a lot this year.
Yeah, I do. I can see that. I can see it because we have PM15. We have Travis. We have Rashid Rice. MVS has shown up. Justin Watts has been doing his thing. We get Richie James going, and if Darius Toney and Harmon decide to come out here and make some plays, and we had to make some plays. I said I believe that Patrick Mahomes will will this team to victory. He will will this team to victory. He will do everything in his power to win this game. And so I don't see our defense faltering. I really don't. The problem is people just haven't been watching the Chiefs. They haven't. So when they sit there, they watch all these other games and all the Chiefs are losing, well, because they look at our offense. We've been known for our offense. That's what everybody's looking at. Well, they've been sputtering. The offense has been sputtering. They haven't watched how dominating our defense has been. They haven't watched how much we've been hitting defenses in the mouth, or the offenses in the mouth. They haven't watched L'Jarius Sneed and McDuffie on the outside just absolutely take wide receivers out of the game. They haven't seen Chris Jones take double teams and come out to the outside playing defensive end and just absolutely killing tackles and guards. They haven't seen none of that. Okay? So that's the problem. Because, national media, they look at the focus on some teams, they got to do the entire, NFL. They don't get to watch the games like they need to. They get to see little, clippets here, okay, this is what happened. And they make opinion based off that. So, hey, man, I don't fault them on it at all, okay? And I said this, I don't care if they watch our defense. Our defense has been dominant. We don't need to prove nothing to nobody, okay? We've just been getting wins. We've been getting wins. That's what's been happening. We've been shutting guys down. You know who knows this? I'm going to tell you who knows this. All the good wide receivers we win against, the running backs, the offensive coordinators, every other team know this. Lamar Jackson knows this, okay? What's his name? The dude up there in Buffalo. Josh Allen knows this. Justin Herbert knows this. Joe Burrow watching from the sideline. He knows it. All these guys had to know what's going on. They had to see for themselves what was happening and what the Chiefs was all about. And guess what? We showed them. So that's fine. Let everybody's, they've been asleep all year. Let them take another nap, okay, till this thing is over. Hey, you sleep until it's all over, okay? You go on, keep in your slumber, all right? Everything's going to be fine. We're going to go ahead and handle it, win this Super Bowl. You stay asleep, all right? We'll wake you up when it's all over. How about that, okay?
So the other day when we had our Bleacher Report episode, when you were driving back from Kansas City, the question was Alex Smith had made a comment. Obviously, former Chiefs, former Niners guy. His allegiance is right down the middle with this one. But he said the 49ers are in trouble, and he said the only way they can win that game is if it's a shootout. What do you think about that statement?
I seen the episode. Y'all did a great, wonderful job. Absence. I don't know why I couldn't get on, but that's another thing.
That's all right.
Listen, I agree with him. The only way they're going to be able to do it is hopefully that they score enough points, okay, on our defense. Because it's hard to score on our defense. We've had the number one defense, top defense in the league all year, okay? So they understand how hard it's going to be. They do realize that, all right? They're not overlooking that. Everybody else out here might not know it. Shanahan knows it. CMC knows it. Ayuk knows it. Debo knows it. Kittle knows it. Yeah, Juszczyk knows it. Trent Williams knows it. They know. They know exactly what our defense brings, okay? And they're getting ready. They're getting prepared. because they know it's going to be a hard-fought game. They understand that. So I look at the guys, when I look at defenses that stop them, we're better than some of the defenses that stop this offensive team. We are. That's the bottom line. We are, okay? So that's why I feel good about it. I know a guy's going to be ready, and they got a little chip on their shoulders, probably on both shoulders, because they hadn't really gotten what they do. They ain't got their flowers because nobody really believes in them. Oh, well, Patrick Mahomes not playing a good game. Well, our defense is killing them. They hold these jokers down. So, to me, man, listen, only thing, like I said before, all that matters, and I look at, the nods of what position groups are, okay, we got the nod. Our DBs, a back seven is going to be phenomenal against the wide receivers and CMC. Andy Reid's going to call a great game. We understand that. On offense, we know going against that defense, they're not going to be able to stop us from scoring. They're just not. What are you going to do? You going to double Kelsey? Fine. We got Rasheed Rice. Okay, we got Isaiah Pacheco. CEH, we got MVS, we got Justin Watt. We got guys, okay? And we got the best quarterback in the game. Talk about how good Brock Purdy is, and he is, but hey, guess what? PO15 is the best. Somebody said, is it too early to talk about Patrick Mahomes being the GOAT? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. For what this man has been doing, oh my goodness, he's already being considered. He's already being considered, and he should be considered. Tom Brady understands that, okay? So we've heard all these, he's not, a typical quarterback, or he does things unorthodox and stuff like that. He's winning. He's already considered one of the best ever. You cannot take it away from that man. I see him right there on your wall, Marcus. I see him right there, MVP. He's going to be the MVP this year too, okay? That's going to be another one. Repeat, back to back. So, hey, man, guess what? Sit back, enjoy the show. Get your popcorn, your chips, whatever it is you're going to do. Wings, hamburgers, whatever, barbecue, bring it.
The one thing that Alex Smith also said when talking about the matchup, so obviously he said that if it gets to a shootout, but our defense is that good, that's going to be tough for them to do that. And they have a great offense. But their defense, and the one thing he said about their defense, I wanted to ask you this, was he said they predominantly play zone.
Yes.
If they sit back and play zone in this game, Pat is going to dice them up.
Mm-hmm.
For the people out here maybe not understand what that means exactly, why do you think, why is Pat so good against the zone defenses?
Because Pat can see holes in windows, and our guys do a great job. Like Rasheed Rice, he's starting to understand it. MBS starting to get it right now. Travis Kelce is the best at it in the tight end of the game of understanding how to get open in zone. He understands that. He's the best getting open on man. Zone is easy for him to read. It's easy. Now, the good thing about them is the reason they're able to play zone is because they do have fast flowing linebackers, Greenlaw and Warner. We understand that. And they'll bait you. They do a good job of doing that. Now, let's make no mistake about it. So Pat can't come in looking guys up and just throwing to him. He's got to look guys up and get the ball out real quickly, okay? But they have very talented guys inside, right? Same thing. If we give Pat time, that's all we need to do. Give him time. Guess what? Juwan Taylor, hold Bosa's tail all game, all right? Don't let him get off. Just don't get called for it. Don't get caught, all right? Give Pat time. You give Pat time, he will dice you up. He will dice you up. Our guys do a great job of just sitting, getting in windows, understanding the defense on where the weakness is, okay? And so even if they run combination coverage, maybe the cover 6, 9, whatever they may do, okay, our guys are going to be able to see it. They're going to be able to see it. Pat does a good job of recognizing defenses. So there's nothing they're going to be able to throw to Pat that Pat's not seeing, okay, that this offense hadn't seen. Andy and those guys hadn't seen. These guys are ready. They've been prepared for it. And so we've seen everybody's best. All year we've seen that, okay? There hasn't been a team that we played that nobody thought we're playing the champs. They knew they were playing the Super Bowl champs from last year. They knew that. They knew it was going to get the best quarterback in the game. They knew that. They knew they were going to the best tight end in the game. They knew that. So, yeah, they understand exactly what's at stake. They know this. So we just ready, man. These guys, they prepared. They are prepared. And, all these yahoos out here talking about whatever, right? And like I said, Alex was right. Alex knows this because he's played the game. He knows what Pat can do, okay? He knows it. Ain't no sense of him. He don't have to lie or just, what do you call it? What do y'all call fans? Homers. Homer, right? A homer thing. I don't think
we've been called that before. Some of the
right.
opposing fan bases have come on our comments and said that.
Hey man, I'm gonna embrace all of it. I'm fine with it. Call me a homer. As long as you call me a winner, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with being a homer. I ain't got no problem with that. I support my team. I'm a homer. Yeah, that's what it is. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So
and one thing too, which I think is going to be, and obviously we talk about Pat dicing up zone defenses, that 49ers, specifically in that first half of that game, Detroit kind of got away from their game plan a little bit. But if we run the ball Pacheco, like the way Demon and Gibbs were running against them, I mean, Pacheco could have 200 yards rushing that game. He might be the Super Bowl MVP if we commit to the run like we have been committing to the run over this playoff stretch. Because quite frankly, they couldn't. I mean, Gibbs was breaking tackles left and right. Demon was getting 7 yards a carry. I mean, it was kind of wild that first half of that game. And if we come out and do that, and then the play action game, kind of what we've been doing the last part of the season, and doing that against the way they looked and the way they looked against Green Bay and Detroit, this defense is very leaky.
It is. And like you said, they had to be very effective up front. We got a very good offensive line. I like Detroit's offensive line. Green Bay has a very talented offensive line also too, and they got very talented backs. I mean, Aaron Jones, you said Gibbs, Montgomery. I mean, we know what they had as far as that. So we got Pacheco and we got CEH. And we got we got the Jet coming back. Am I correct? Is Jet coming back? What's the deal?
It's still up in the air.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that might be our secret weapon. That might be the X factor. Everybody gonna see it. All right. Fly him on in the stadium, baby. Let him go on and get a landing. But if that's the case and he comes in, gives us something, that's all that needs to be done. But I think Isaiah Pacheco, you give him a break, you let him run the football. We're doing it effectively. We run it down their throats. We continue to do it. Like you said, it sets up the play action beautifully. So I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's what it's going to be, man. Like I said, we've talked to nauseam about this. Everybody's ready to go. Everybody is ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to see this thing going. I'm gonna have a big a bash over here at the Dunn's house, Dunn's home. I went and got me some. I was in Kansas City this past weekend, a quick little trip. So I went and got me some. I got me some old Kansas City gear. I got me some old gear.
Look at that.
Got some stuff. Yeah,
all my stuff's been slowly trickling in from Fanatics. I got this Vegas Super Bowl T-shirt. With the Vegas lights on it. I love it. That's the one thing I love about. Oh, there you go.
Stadium.
Super Bowl 58 merch, baby.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Yeah. So
you never get enough Super Bowl merch.
No. When he said, unfortunately, it sounded like Jet is out. Okay, well, he might be out. But we still got enough.
But don't discount a Richie James revenge game. Richie James is on the other side. When last time we played him in the Niners-Chiefs game.
49ers. Yeah. It was funny. I see Purdy, what's his name? Amenahu tapping on Purdy. I was like, it's Amenahu right there. So, all right.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.